Hi, I'm Orly,
And I'm Noelle.
and we're here with PreVeil's Compliance Corner. Today's CMMC domain that we're going to talk about is risk assessment. Noelle, take it away.
Sure thing. Risk assessment is the identification of hazards that could negatively impact an organization's ability to conduct business.
All right, and here's an example. Vulnerability scanning reports. You want to tee this one up, Ryan? Under
Sure.
risk assessment?
Really, these reports are most valuable when they show an assessor or your internal organization when a vulnerability was first identified, what date, and then when it's no longer seen on the network. So vulnerability scan shows this vulnerability. It has this CDSS score or rating. It's critical, high, whatever. And if we got internal benchmarks for flaw remediation, 3.14.1, that's going to drive how quickly we want to get these taken care of. And so that's also going to be a key input for our plans of action that we develop for identified vulnerabilities, which is sort of the language of 3.12.2. So this is just really a critical input and also a measure of performance for continuous monitoring. So it's really helping out or informing other processes elsewhere in the model.
Yeah, and just really quickly, can you give an example of what might be a vulnerability raised by a risk assessment?
Usually it has to do with something regarding like either the way that the system is set up. So because you have this setting enabled, someone can actually use that and we know that they can exploit that. Or it's going to be something that has to do with the underlying firmware or operating system. Hey, there's a flaw in this system that can only be fixed if you update or patch it. So that's what's going to prompt you to get on top of your maintenance activities and patching and updates from that perspective. So targeting the updates that fix the most critical vulnerabilities, ideally in the most critical assets.
We hope you enjoyed this video.
And if you enjoyed this one, please check out the 13 others we have in this series.